It's not always you see me in a suit and tie, but it's not always I have a rant or anything involving wrestling, with the exception of this past WrestleMania. But this is a little something serious. Coming up next in Bethea's Byte, I've got a rant for all the keyboard warriors out there. So, if you're on social media and you're doing the right thing about it, this does not apply to you. I'm calling out all the keyboard warriors that think they can do they can say whatever they want and bully people on and off these social media sites. I got a little message for you. That's when Bethea's Byte begins right now. What's good, everybody? What's good? Welcome back to Bethea's Byte. I'm Ernest Bethea, the Last Outlaw. It's good to have everybody back here again. But honestly, I'm not in the best of moods. I'm not in the best of moods, and anybody who knows me, I'm always in some kind of a mood when it comes to the usual news, opinions, debates, your voice. I get that. But today, I just supposed to just come back from church. I'm supposed to be in a decent mood, but today I'm not. Despite a good message from in church, I'm not in the best of moods. I'll break down why I'm not in the best of moods. But first, if you're just joining us for the first time and you want to subscribe to the channel, great. I'm more than happy to have you all. Well, I'm grateful for all the subscriptions I get, all the likes, all the encouragement I can get. I appreciate. Like the channel, subscribe to it. I'll put this out on Facebook. I'll put it out on Twitter. I'm putting it out on my message board, Bethea'sByte.com. But like I said, I am not in the best of moods. Now, a little disclaimer real quick. Normally, like I said in the little bumper before we started, I don't normally talk wrestling like I used to on Bethea's Byte. I usually have something news or politics related on the site. But today, I've got to put this out. I'm calling out all the not all the social justice warriors. I can deal with them fine. I'm calling out all the keyboard warriors, the keyboard bullies, the cyber bullies, those cats. So, quick disclaimer, if me calling out those guys and they don't apply to you, don't you worry about it. But as far as all you cats are concerned, this is for you. I sat back and watched a video from Alex, just Alex, one of YouTube's resident reviewers when it comes to this thing called professional wrestling or sports entertainment. And I listened and I watched what he put out there, and for some particular reason, I stood in agreement with him. First, let me get the short piece off of this. The clown that jumped in the ring and then called himself dedicating that little spot to one of the greatest wrestling personalities of all time, Jim Cornette. I mean, what is your problem? You know full blown well you're not supposed to jump the rail to get in the ring. The last time somebody that happened to... No, I take that back. The last few times that's happened, dude got beat up. The guy got beat up. So, I'm calling him. I called this dummy out. Now I want to call out the real bullies. I found out because of stemming from Jimmy Uso of the WWE, one half of the Usos tag team, who was also married to another WWE superstar, Trinity Fatu, aka Naomi. I found out that he was arrested for a 4th DUI charge. Now, for those of you who've been living under a rock, under legal aid rock, DUI is driving under the influence. Now, I'm not here to judge what Jimmy Uso did or whatever, but I am calling out the cyberbullies. See, here's what I'm dogging you about. Naomi, Trinity Fatu, all she does is jump on her Instagram or her Twitter or whatever social media app she has or had. She's just there having a good time, doing what she do, pre-match, post-match, whatever. That's her. That's always been her. That's her glow. But I got... Oh no. Excuse me. I dropped my doggone mouse. Anyway, I was gonna say that she's been harassed, she's been bullied to the point she decided to set her Instagram to private and basically is taking herself off of Twitter because of you bullies. You want to be the bully because of what Jimmy Uso did. So you bully her. You blame her. You take the whole thing out on her. First of all, let me say this to you. What goes on in the private lives of Jimmy Uso, Naomi, or any other professional wrestler, sports entertainer, whatever you want to call them, let me say this nice and clear to you. That's their business. I'll say it again slower just in case you missed it. Anything that goes on in the private lives of these professional wrestlers, the ones who go out there every single night, every single week, busting their tails for our entertainment, that is none your business. Then on top of that, you have the unmitigated gall to harass what you can't control to the point where Trinity has to set her Instagram to private, where Trinity has to step off of Twitter, cancel off of Twitter. You know what that makes? You know what that makes you in my book? Pathetic. You're a bully. You're weak. And I'm calling you out on it. Years ago, Stone Cold Steve Austin did a little something after a Monday Night Raw. He would go to the fans, ask them who they were and what was their line of work. And whenever they told him what their line of work was, Austin would have that one-liner that starts off, "If there's one thing I can't stand." Well, I'm not here to use that line as a joke. But I'm going to go ahead and say it out to everybody anyway. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a bully. And now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't want to come out here just ranting on that. There's a certain talk show host I want to rant about too, who in my opinion is a bully. And like I said, if there's one thing I can't stand, it's a bully. I watched a clip from, of all things, the Wendy Williams show, and ladies and gentlemen, I got sick inside. She was going to make mention of a TikTok user who passed away. But instead of hitting that point and paying respects to the guy, no. She made this whole thing about how many people followed him on TikTok. She made it. But then again, she had one of her staffers chime in and say, "Oh, he's got more viewers on TikTok, but you have more viewers on Instagram." That's sick. That's pathetic. As far as I'm concerned, Wendy Williams is nothing more than trash. How am I going to come up with that conclusion? Let me remind you of the last time she made mention of somebody dying and had to do her Wendy Williams. "Oh, I'm gonna be petty before I say anything." You remember a guy by the name of Drew Carey, right? You can't miss him. He's the host of The Price is Right every day. He's been the host of The Price is Right since 2007, when Bob Barker stepped down. The woman in this case was his ex-fiancée. She was murdered. Ooh, it makes me so sick to my stomach. I'm debating in my head right now whether I should even repeat the vile comment she used in that moment. That is pathetic. As far as I'm concerned, forget keyboard, forget online. Wendy Williams is a bully all by herself with a national TV platform. Yes, she's a bully too. It's pathetic. All these doggone bullies, I don't care. Online, offline, on TV, out in the streets. Bullies, you are pathetic. And I'm calling you out on it. If there is one thing I can't stand, it's a bully, because I've been bullied before myself. Not scared to call you out. I will call you out, and I will continue to call you out simply because of who you are and what you are. You're a disgrace. You're cowards. And that's all you'll ever be. Let me say this. If it came down to shutting bullies down, if I could, I'd shut every last one of you down. I don't care if it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or wherever else. Even on TV. Wendy Williams, I'm talking to you too. If I had to do it, I'd shut you down myself. But it's okay though, you know why? Like the song says, sooner or later, God's gonna cut you down. Sooner or later, you're gonna get cut down, and it's all gonna be because of what you do. So keep playing on your keyboard. Keep hurting people. But in that time, it's going to be you who gets hurt. Now, for those of you who subscribe to my channel and you got something to say about what I said, please drop it in the comments. I said what I said, and I meant what I said. I can't stand bullies, and I will tell them I will say it until I can't even speak anymore. Bullies have no place. And if they think they do, keep thinking again. I'm Ernest Bethea, the Last Outlaw. Thanks for stopping by Bethea's Byte. Like I said, if you have something to say about it, drop it in the comments. Leave a like. I will have this on Facebook. I will have this on Twitter. I will have this on Bethea'sByte.com. But what I won't have, though, is anybody trying to bully me out. Because guess what? I don't play that. Now that you know who you're dealing with. Just know, they call me the Last Outlaw for a reason. Thanks for joining me, and until next time, bite this, bullies.